Hello, good yo-yo people, and welcome to Let's Talk Yo-Yo. Today I'm going to do a review of the Overture by Drop YoYos, signature yo-yo of Sebastian Brock. Alright, so this is the in the hand section. What does it actually feel like in the hand before I throw it? So we're going to talk about the design and the approach to this yo-yo. So you'll find the specs for this yo-yo all in the description box. So here we go. This yo-yo, I've been wanting to do a review on this for a while. I couldn't get my hands on one for a while, so I'm kind of late to the game a little bit. There are a number of reviews and good reviews out there on this yo-yo, but here's my take on it. If you are familiar with my videos, you're probably aware of my love for organic yo-yos. And so immediately this yo-yo sort of caught my attention because one, it's a one-drop yo-yo. They always put out good yo-yos. And two, it's a Sebastian Brock yo-yo. It's a signature yo-yo. I've always been inspired by his tricks, even though I could never probably get to that level. But also it's an organic, and there are so many things that appealed to me about this yo-yo. And so it's a full-size yo-yo. It's quite large. It's quite wide as well. It has sort of a reminiscence of the Markmont Classic to me. Not quite as the wall is a little bit different, quite a bit different, where it's kind of no nonsense. It just kind of goes right to it. Overall, it's a fairly evenly weight distributed yo-yo. There's not like a ton of rim weight. There's not a ton of center weight. It's kind of all around. Fairly hefty towards the higher end of the weight spectrum there, but not super heavy where it's going to just feel kind of sluggish, I don't think, because part of it is just the size of it. If it was probably smaller in diameter with this weight, it might be a little sluggish. But one of the cool things that I think it has going for it is this giant axle. I mean, to take apart this yo-yo, you're spinning it for, it seems like forever. And so you have a really long axle, which is not typical for a lot of yo-yos right now, especially like finger spin yo-yos or flat hub yo-yos. You just really can't get that really long axle in there. And that's going to make for a really smooth yo-yo because there's just so many more threads to work with. And so there you go. I mean, it just, yeah, it takes a while. It's unusual. I don't know if I have any yo-yo right now in my collection. Perhaps the one I just got from the Starfire from Timcore. That might have an axle about the same length here, but this is huge. And so that's a positive thing going for it. The Bead blast on this, man, some people like the Pyramat. I like it okay. It's very durable. I have a couple one-drop yo-yos that I really think it's decent on, but I really like this Bead blast. This is probably one of the better Bead blasts I've seen on a one-drop yo-yo. It's just really nice. Just from in the hand, you know, if I were to make an assessment of this yo-yo, now I've played it for a while, but if you were to just kind of look at the specs, maybe the shape, and kind of just the feel in the hand, you would assume this yo-yo is very, just kind of a chill yo-yo. Something that you could certainly push for tricks, but something that's going to be very fitting to Sebastian Brock's style. Now, Sebastian Brock is not a stranger to the competition scene, but I mean, he is a national champion after all. And if you look at some of his tricks, they are super intricate, but they're just enjoyable to watch. So if you've never really watched some of Sebastian Brock's tricks, I really enjoy a lot of his tricks where it's very intricate, but also just smooth and deliberate. He just has a super control of his tricks in the yo-yo. And so if there's any indicator of what his tricks are like, this yo-yo might kind of help you be able to smooth out maybe those tricks you're struggling with. And I think that's a good thing, right? Not just speed, not just tech or whatever it might be, but smooth and flow, and that's my style. So anyways, that's gonna do it for in the hand section. Let's go ahead and actually play it. Now, Sebastian Brock has had signature yo-yos before, so he knows what he likes. He knows how to design a yo-yo and what input is there, and so he's no stranger to that. And so So you're gonna assume that he's gonna put out a good yo-yo that's gonna appeal obviously to him, but also to probably a larger audience as well. And so, and that's the tricky thing. I've talked about this a number of times with signature yo-yos, is that how do you create a yo-yo that is not just for that player, but also for the masses so that you can sell it? All right, let me get this bearing wrap out. That axle is ridiculous. And one of the things right away you're gonna see, and I think it has a lot to do with that axle, is how smooth this yo-yo is. I mean, it is, One Drop is known for really smooth yo-yos anyways, but this yo-yo in particular, man, it is A grade. I mean, obviously, but 100% dead smooth, and it's gonna stay smooth because of that axle as well. I mean, you're not gonna have that stripping out unless you really cranked on it. Now, I'll be honest, as soon as when I picked up this yo-yo, I kind of immediately had like an instant like love with it. It was kind of love at first throw, all right? And I'll tell you why. One, it just has that laid back feel. I don't know what I'm doing here. It has that laid back feel that I just really love in a yo-yo. You know, I have so many yo-yos and they all kind of play different, but it is nice to be able to pick up a yo-yo that I can just kind of have a chill session with and not know what kind of tricks I'm going to throw. All right, let's go ahead and throw a trick here, and then I'll have some remarks and call it a day. The pads need a little broken in. I don't have any problems with flow group pads, but these ones need broken in just a little bit more to kind of get to the level that I want. But, you know, overall, man, this yo-yo, I absolutely love it. It is dead smooth. It is crazy stable. It has just that just chill vibe that you're looking for. Like whenever you're just wanting to pick up a yo-yo that you're going to have fun with. And that's kind of, for me, that's what organics are all about. Just something that kind of has that just smooth, fun play, comfortable, not just the feel in the hand, but the tricks feel comfortable. Does that make sense? It's kind of philosophical, but I think you know what I'm saying. That it just kind of gives you a fun feel, right? Because yo-yos, I think, should be really fun. I don't know. I feel like this is a yo-yo that you would definitely be picking up to just kind of experiment and just find new things on. And I think that's, I hope, that's kind of what Sebastian Brock had in mind. Something that is going to inspire and something that is going to kind of want you to just take a minute to just stop and rest and pause and actually play with the yo-yo and enjoy it. And so this is a really enjoyable yo-yo and an instant love. I'm not going to say instant classic, but it's an instant love. And we'll see, you know, how it is received in 10 years from now. But, you know, if it holds up like something like the Mark Classic, I could see that potential here. But right now, it's just good for right now. And it checks off a lot of the boxes for me as far as what a good organic should be like and what a good just modern yo-yo that has high performance but just that chill grade vibe. That's what I'm going to call it, chill grade. And it has that chill factor. It's good. That's my final remark. It's good. That's going to do for this review. And as usual, good day and good yo-yo.